We are the forgotten generation, sandwiched between the boomers who won't retire and the millennials who won't stop talking about avocado toast. We're Generation X, the latchkey kids who raised ourselves while our parents chased the American dream. Born roughly between 1965 and 1980, we grew up in the analog world but came of age in the digital revolution. We're the bridge generation, fluent in both cassette tapes and streaming services, equally comfortable writing a letter by hand or firing off an email. We learned to adapt because we had no choice. Our childhoods were defined by independence born of necessity. We came home to empty houses, made our own snacks, and entertained ourselves without screens, helicopter parents, or participation trophies. We walked to school unsupervised, played outside until the streetlights came on, and somehow survived without knee pads, helmets, or constant adult supervision. This wasn't neglect, it was the norm, and it made us resilient. We learned early that the world doesn't owe you anything. There was no one to call when you forgot your lunch or your homework. You dealt with it. You figured it out. This self-reliance became our superpower, even if nobody was around to celebrate it. Cynicism is our native language. We watched our parents' generation promise us prosperity while the economy crashed around them. We graduated into recessions, watched corporate loyalty become a joke, and learned that pensions were fairy tales. The social contract was broken before we even signed it, so we became skeptical, not bitter, just realistic. We trust actions over words and results over promises. We witnessed the divorce boom firsthand. Our parents split up at unprecedented rates, and we learned that forever doesn't always mean forever. This made us cautious in our commitments, but fiercely protective of what we build. When we say we're all in. We just don't say it lightly. MTV raised us as much as our parents did. We absorbed irony and sarcasm through Kurt Cobain's flannel and Darius' deadpan delivery. Grunge music spoke to our collective disillusionment, the feeling that everything was corporate, fake, manufactured. We rejected the optimism of the 80s and the earnestness that came before. Instead, we embraced authenticity, even when it was messy and imperfect. We invented the modern internet, not the technology itself, boomers did that, but the culture. We built the first online communities, wrote the first blogs, pioneered e-commerce, and created social media before it became weaponized. We understood that technology was a tool, not an identity. We use it, but we don't let it use us. Work-life balance? We wrote that playbook out of necessity. We watched our boomer parents sacrifice everything for companies that laid them off without hesitation. We decided we wouldn't make the same mistake. We work hard, incredibly hard, but we also know when to log off. We're efficient because we have to be. We have lives to live. We don't need validation from likes or followers. We lived most of our lives without social media, so we know our worth isn't determined by engagement metrics. We share what we want, when we want, and we genuinely don't care if it goes viral. This confuses younger generations who've been conditioned to perform their lives online. Political correctness exhausts us, not because we're against kindness or respect, but because we grew up in an era where you could make fun of everything and everyone, including yourself. Comedy was subversive. Now every word is a minefield, and we're tired of walking on eggshells. We prefer straight talk, even when it's uncomfortable. Yet we're also surprisingly progressive in practice. We normalized LGBTQ+ acceptance before it was mainstream. We elected the first black president. We pioneered environmentalism beyond Earth Day lip service. We just did it without making it our entire personality or demanding applause. Economically, we got squeezed from both sides. We graduated into recessions, carried student debt before it became a crisis, bought houses at peak prices right before the 2008 crash, and now we're trying to save for retirement while supporting aging parents and underemployed adult children. The economic security our parents enjoyed, it evaporated before we could taste it. Despite this, we don't complain much. Complaining feels indulgent. We just get on with it. We're the generation that invented the side hustle out of economic necessity, not entrepreneurial ambition. We pivoted before pivoting was a buzzword. Our parenting style reflects our upbringing's inverse. We're not latchkey parents. We're involved, maybe too involved. We overcompensate because we remember feeling forgotten. But we also try to instill the independence we learned, creating a weird hybrid of helicopter parenting and free-range childhood that probably confuses our kids. We're aging now, hitting our 50s and 60s, staring down the barrel of mortality with the same dark humor that got us through everything else. We're not fighting aging with the same desperation as boomers, but we're also not surrendering to it. We're just dealing with it, like we've dealt with everything else. The truth is, nobody really thinks about Generation X. We're the middle child of generations, overlooked, underestimated, and perfectly fine with that. While boomers demand attention and millennials command headlines, we are quietly running things. We're CEOs, we're managers, we're the people actually making decisions while everyone else argues about them. We don't need your recognition. We never did. We've been underestimated our entire lives, and we've used that invisibility to our advantage. While you weren't looking, we became the adults in the room. So here's to Generation X, the skeptics, the survivors, the bridge between analog and digital, irony and sincerity, chaos and order. We're not heroes, we're not victims, we're just here, doing what we've always done, figuring it out, keeping our heads down, and getting the job done.